that simply won't do. It's also a very cheap kind of naff tap anyway, so let's have a look at what I've bought. So you can see why I needed a new tap. Now, as usual, I went straight to Amazon to see what's available, and I saw this. And then I googled it and looked on YouTube, and there was a ton of like influencers in that saying how good it is, showing how to install it and all that. But you can never really trust them because they could easily be sponsored or paid. Whereas I just wanted a reasonably cheap tap, and this is definitely on the cheap end at about, I think it was about £38 I paid. And particularly cheap considering the features it's got. So it has like this head that will pull out, and then different modes like typical kind of shower flow or a standard flow, all for a very low price. So it's called the I think it's called a Forious tap. Let's have a look. Yeah, Forious. Grandmaster Flash and the Forious 5. So yeah, I've already checked under my tap, and I've got the two flexi hoses and isolator valves. So I'm hoping this will just bolt straight on, and we'll see how it goes. If it's shit, then you know I took a punt and it didn't pay off. But really, you're looking at least double that price to get a sort of semi-reputable tap with the same features. So we'll have to see how it goes. So let's unbox it. So just flipping the lid back, you get this sort of warranty card thing here, not very interesting, and the installation manual, which I did just have a bit of a skim through, and it's fairly comprehensive, to be fair. I mean, you can't really moan, that is quite detailed. And it is generally very well packed. So let's have a look at the tap anyways. So there it is. Quite a beast actually. It's quite a big tap, bigger than I thought it would be. Finish feels good. Got your flex hoses there, but yeah, I mean, first impressions, it looks good. So let me get this all taken out and ready to install in the kitchen. So here are all the parts laid out. So I'm just going to follow the manual. It's not going to be an install video, as I said, because I'm essentially copying, I think his name is DIY Guy on YouTube. I'll leave a link to his video in the description. I'm just going to copy that entirely. So it should be straightforward. A couple of things that may help, well, just one thing really, is a head torch. If you're going to struggle for light in there, it will certainly help. And in my case, you can see I have isolator valves. If you can see just up there, look, I have isolators, and so it should be pretty straightforward, like no pipe cutting and all that. And I've already got the flexi lines there too, so for the existing tap. I have just given the sink a bit of a spruce up. It's still got some metal polish on there, but it came up pretty good. I figure if you're going to install a new shiny tap, why not just give it a bit of a once over. So yeah, I'm just going to get it installed. Okay, for the DIYer, one thing I will say is get the correct plumber's socket. Now I can't remember the exact name. It's basically a really deep socket which allows you to unbolt the tap much easier. So this here goes into the tap. There's actually two of them. There's the other one. And you'll never get a standard socket like these to seat all the way down onto this nut, because it has to go this way. So you're putting the socket on here, unless you buy some generic mechanics deeper sockets, i.e. ones deeper than that, because none of those worked. So I had to lay on my back, fumbling around like an idiot with a spanner, and all it takes is about a quarter to a half turn to loosen the nut. And to be fair, you can just undo it by hand after that, but Still, that was about 10 to 15 minutes of dicking about with the spanner, when it would literally be out in 2 minutes, if that, if I had the proper plumber's socket. Again, I can't remember the name of it. If you ask ChatGPT, it will find it for you. I'm sure they're very cheap, but got there in the end. In my case, the tap wouldn't come out of the hole without removing one of the flexi hoses, so just another thing. Everyone's tap is different. But yeah, that socket would certainly help, because if you're any wider than I am and you're trying to lay in there on your back, it's not going to be a fun time for you. So anyway, I'm just going to get the new tap fitted and just clean this area first. If you plan on resealing your kitchen, actually now would be a good time, because you'd have much better access to get back here. Saying that, I did that with the tap in place, so whatever. So after a lot of faff, it works. Some things to note. It won't work very well if you don't have a combi boiler. It specifically says that in the manual, because the water pressure won't be very high and it will just kind of trickle out. Next point, all I'll say is make sure you check for leaks over the next 24 hours or so, which I'm going to do. And the counterweight, that big black cylinder there, that is a ball ache. As with any under sink, there's not much room, and you have to allow that counterweight to move freely up and down. So I played around with it for quite a while, trying to clamp it in the right place, and I've just about got it now. Because if you get it wrong, it will kind of hang like that when you let go, or it won't fully seat back into the actual tap body. That's working really well now. So when I had that a little bit lower, it would catch on these pipes here, and when I had it higher, it just wouldn't work. It was just catching on stuff essentially. So in my case, every like tap setup is different, but you can see how kind of cramped it is in here, and it's quite a big weight. So I ended up kind of screwing it on there so it's just above this pipe that I've wrapped my finger around there, because when I had it lower, it would drop down, bump into it, and then it wouldn't retract because the edge of the cylinder would get caught on this pipe. Hopefully that all makes sense. So how it is now, it's got a straight run up and down with absolutely no interference, and as a result it works. But it took me a while to reach that stage, put it that way. And then I've just looped this so it's out the way. You just need to give as much space to that weight as possible, basically. So as for the on and off tap control here, you can mount that however you want. You could have it coming here, which I did think about, or to the left or behind it, but there's not much room. I'm just leaving it like that because I'm right-handed anyway. So, and yeah, the whole thing seems fairly solid. I mean, it's a 36 quid tap, isn't it? So it's not particularly heavy, but I think it is legit some kind of chrome plated metal. But yeah, we'll have to see how it goes. So yeah, all in all, first impressions, pretty good. And it looks really nice with the sink as well, compared to this one, which, as you know, had rusted through. So cheers.